Parasite. 5 thrilling things to know about the mysterious film. Like a new kid in town, we always hear about the new hot film that critics, journalists, and viewers alike would dub as a must-see in theaters. This 2019, the entertainment world has been raving about the new Bong Joon-ho film titled Parasite. Whether because of its social relevance, humor, or the sheer implied terror, the movie really does hit the right strings. No wonder it won the latest Palme d'Or in Cannes in May of this year. This achievement marks the film as the first Korean movie to receive the said award, and the first to do so with a unanimous vote since 2013's Blue is the Warmest Colour. Just in case you're still wondering what Parasite is all about, here's a list of the thrilling things you should know about the Oscar frontrunner. Number 5. A quick overview. Parasite tells the tale of 2 families whose circumstances in life is heaven and earth in difference. We see the Kims, an impoverished family living in a cramped apartment, doing odd jobs just to make ends meet. And then there's the Park family living in a kind of lifestyle the Kims could only afford to imagine. Their fates soon crossed when Kim Ki-woo, played by Choi Woo-sik, got the job to tutor one of the Parks. His gig, while questionable in the first place, paves the way for his own folks to infiltrate the home of the Parks. Soon enough, the Parks find their household run solely by the members of the Kim family. The latter's get-rich scheme, however, met some serious setbacks and suffers horrifying consequences down towards the film's second half. Number 4. From stage to the big screen. Bong revealed that the script for Parasite was originally written for a stage play. During an interview with Filmed in Ether, he said that when he was writing the story, he was thinking about a play. However, the images and all of that was already laid out in frames. He started it with a play, but as soon as he was finished with the draft, he found out that he ended up writing a screenplay. Among Bong's other works include Snowpiercer and Okja. Both films are also well regarded as social commentaries, with the former tackling one man's nature to fight his way up the rungs of societal ladder, and the latter regarding our tendency to exploit other creatures for the fulfillment of our own needs. Number 3. Horror or not horror? With the creepy, blood-sucking title, it shouldn't come as a big surprise that the public would think of Parasite as a horror movie. But as Bong has explained, it's a bit complicated. When the film begins, it feels like your typical dark comedy film, so the audience can just relax and watch it. The Korean filmmaker said in an interview, "Halfway through, there's a turning point that leads to all these uncontrollable situations, and the audience doesn't have time to wonder." Viewers, according to Bong, would soon become too embroiled in the suspense and the thickening of the plot that they would just have to give up on trying to define the genre of the movie. But make no mistake, Parasite is by no means a terrifying movie. But its terror stems from the truth that we could all but relate with, the insanity of the human condition. Throughout the film, viewers were being offered a front-view look into each of the characters' mental states and how human instincts or even real-life circumstances can push a person into a psychopathic dead end. In Parasite, the damning economy disparity between the Kim and Park household, symbolizing the relationship between the rich and the poor, is exactly what makes the movie horrifying. It's definitely scary to see how these differing circumstances could drive people to do unimaginable things, just to ease out their suffering. The Kims in particular, their goal is to move out of their poverty. Their employment at the Parks presented a perfect opportunity to achieve financial stability. But at what cost? You just have to find the answer for yourself. Number 2. What's with the title? In an interview with The Hollywood Reporter, Bong revealed he originally wanted the film to be called The Decalcomany. When you look at the final results of a decalconomy or decal, both sides look identical at a first glance, but if you look at it more closely, they're not exactly the same. This kind of explains something about the 2 families, the director and writer explained. But it was a good move for them to change the title. Somehow it brought more intrigue into the piece, as it became open for different interpretation. During a press conference, Song discussed how the title could be seen in different light, but the most prevailing is that of a parasite feeding off of another thing. This is quite obvious in the film. However, as Choi further explained, it's not important to designate which side is parasitic. Certain characters are parasitic, but the message of the film is that everyone in society has to live in harmony and have respect toward one another, he added. And number 1, a work of genius. It's worth mentioning again that Parasite is the kind of movie that will leave you pondering and contemplating on what it all means. More than a psychological thriller and horror thriller, Bong's thought-provoking cinematic masterpiece defies any typical genre classification. One can't just simply isolate it in a particular category. Being that way, it's easy to find Parasite as a movie that will be talked about for many years to come, for its timeless wisdom and social relevance. Have you already seen Parasite? If so, tell us in the comments below what you feel about the movie. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this.